Hello and welcome to T Money Talks. In this week's episode, T Money's going to talk about what's been stressing them out. So, sit back, relax, and enjoy the ride. Hello, and welcome back to Season 3 of T Money Talks. We are finally at the final 5 episodes of T Money Talks for Season 3, and then we go on a 5 to 6 month hiatus before returning once again. Yes, this episode is going to be about what has been causing T Money some stress. Now, I have no reason to be stressed out. Let's be honest, let me start there. This stress always comes every now and again for no reason whatsoever other than to remind me that I am not where I would like to be. And then I have to, work harder, plan better, do something to get me to where it is that I want to be. And I know that kind of sounds confusing, but that's what it feels like when I do get stressed out. It is very confusing, and it happens for no reason whatsoever. But it's been happening rather recently where I've been feeling like for my music, for Now or Never, I feel like I'm not anywhere close to where I want to be in my career goals and all that stuff. And I don't know why. I always think that there will be days where I'll go on TikTok and I'll see I don't have 2,000 followers yet. I'm not close to 5,000, I'm halfway to 2,000 followers on TikTok, which is really amazing and very incredible. And I worked very hard to get all those followers, and I'm continuing to work to get followers every day. It's just some days I look and I'm like, wow, I could have so much more followers if I posted more often on TikTok, or if I didn't have 2 different accounts on TikTok, if I didn't have a T-Money account and a music account. This is this inner battle I have with myself all the time, because I used to have Now or Never and T-Money under one account. I would promote my music and everything all through one page on Instagram, Twitter, even TikTok at first. But then one day I decided that I wanted to rebrand Now or Never and create my own music accounts and pages for Now or Never to have more of a professional look, to better grow my platform, my audience, my fan base, and hopefully my band, because I do eventually want to have a bassist and a drummer and potentially even a synth player or backup guitarist join me as well. Who's to know? We shall see what the future holds, but that is my plans for Now or Never, and one of the main reasons why I decided to restart or rebrand Now or Never by creating separate accounts. However, in doing that, it has significantly improved my content and my growth with my music. Now that I'm releasing music onto all streaming platforms, I have separate accounts dedicated to music where I post daily on TikTok, Monday, Wednesday, on Fridays on Instagram, and every Friday on YouTube. So I am doing the work to grow my music and my fan base and my career. I'm doing all the steps that I need. It just feels like, because I'm not where other TikTok mutuals are, where I see their growth and I see other friends and their speed and their rapid increase in all of followers and all that stuff, I tend to compare, and I'm like, how are they so much more successful than I? It's all because they're a band. It's because they have bandmates and all this other stuff. And it's like, no, that's not at all the case. It's just they all post at least 3 times on TikTok. At least twice, I feel like 2 to 3 times they all post at least on TikTok. And I've noticed that is the key. Posting twice a day on TikTok is the key to a quicker growth. And I feel I have to start doing that. And I'm going to, because that is one of my goals for the new year. I don't want to dive too deep into that goal though, because I feel like the next podcast episode might be a 2023 goals for the year or plans for the new year. Something like that. We shall see. But this episode, I'm just here to de-stress, let it all out, and just be able to better plan so I don't have to have this stress come back for no reason, as it always does. But yeah, so that was the reason why I decided to make a separate account and why I want to post 2 times a day on TikTok for the rest of this year. I feel like I want to start it though in the month of February, only because we're already in January 16th, and I feel like I will slowly start, because I'm gonna slowly start posting 2 times a day on TikTok, eventually leading up to 3 times a day. But because I want to keep quality content, it's going to be hard. So I'm gonna use the month of January to try to figure out if I either one have to increase the amount of quality TikToks I make, or 2, just do my other plan, which is to record to around 2 o'clock, which is my regular upload time for TikTok, upload my scheduled quality content, quality made TikTok as I normally do throughout the week. And then later on in the day, probably around 9 or 10, I would release another TikTok talking about my day, saying whether it was a good day, whether it was a bad day, what I did that day. And then, of course, asking the viewer how their day was and asking them to let me know in the comments or stitching whatever they feel like doing, just telling me about their day as well. And that's kind of the second TikTok I would like to post in order to post 2 times a day on TikTok. And I like that idea. I'm just worried because it's not going to be high quality like my 2 o'clock previous video I made. I wonder if having a video like that wouldn't help as much as I would like it to. But as I think about it right now, I do know, because I've been I made a video on TikTok asking people what other type of videos they want to see on my TikTok account, and a lot of them said to just be myself. And so I think me asking and telling about my day and asking about their day will be helpful in growing followers, because it'll help open like the curtain, or like more of the behind the scenes of, yes, you usually get a very bubbly and jazzed up high quality content person for now or never, but now later on at the nighttime you get a normal person who's like, oh, this is them when they perform, and then this is who they are, still similar to what they perform, just not it's not at a 10, it's now more down to like a 6 or a 7, like it's not even like a 5 or a 6, it's brought down to, the vibes, the energy, everything's still there, it's just not amped up the way it is online, because you got to be entertaining and all that stuff. So I think if I do post twice a day, posting a regular content video and then how my day went, how did your day go kind of TikTok would be good to start off with, because then if I continue with that plan, if I follow through with that, slowly starting it in this month and then fully being in the groove with it by the beginning of February, and continuing it for the rest of the year, my goal would eventually be to post 3 times a day, and the first video would be in the morning, probably not right when I wake up, but shortly after I wake up, talk about what my plans are for that day, and then in the middle of the day, which would be around 2 o'clock, post my regularly scheduled high quality content video, and then at the end of the day, post here's how my day went, did I get everything finished or did I not, type of deal. And I think that would be fun as well, because it gives everyone a behind the scenes look while also still giving them the quality content that they are expecting from me, because for the past 2 years I have been uploading once a day and I've been making high quality content, although I haven't been fully good at posting a video a day every day on TikTok. In 2023, this year, so far, I have not missed an upload day for T-Money. I'm not T-Money. I have missed an upload day for T-Money. I mean, for Now or Never. For my music account, I have not missed a day. Even when there was a day where I didn't have a TikTok for my roller skating jams video, I made a TikTok about how my day was, just because I didn't want to miss posting that day. Because this year, in 2023, I am finally going to upload upload one video every day, at least every day for the year. And we'll see just how many followers I could get if I do not miss a single day on TikTok. Because I think that also will help with the growth and get me closer to where it is I want to be with my career goals. So I have to slowly implement that now into my routine and my flow of things, because if there's one thing I do know, it's I'm gonna have to start changing the way I live my life in order to get the life that I want. I have to start preparing to be, I guess, in a sense, an influencer in order to promote my music. I'm going to have to kind of sort of take on the characteristics of an influencer in order to grow my fan base. However, though, so for this year, I plan to post twice a year. I plan to upload TikToks 2 times a day, eventually leading to the year in 2024 uploading 3 times a day, unless I hit 10,000 followers. So by the time I hit 10,000 followers, if I'm uploading 3 times a day, I would then cut down to 2 times a day. Because once I hit 10,000 followers, that's my first milestone in one of my career goals, is getting 10,000 TikTok followers, 10,000 Instagram followers, just 10,000 followers across the whole board. But mostly for TikTok right now, once I hit 10K followers, I wouldn't post 3 times a day. I would jump down to 2 times a day. Because it's like, okay, I got 10,000 people following me. I have enough of a fan base to where TikTok's going to throw me into the algorithm more often, and I can go back. I could cut back down to 2 times a day and keep growing at a greater pace, and just keep climbing the ranks from there. Eventually leading to more people leading to more true fans of Now or Never, just more people who want to listen to my music, want to buy my merch, want to go to shows. Just eventually, that's the main goal with TikTok, with growing my TikTok, is getting fans, getting people to listen to my music and want to go to shows and buy merch and just support my music career. That is the plan, so that I can live and support myself through my music. And of course, if I would be able to do that, I would then continue to have time for T Money Talks, which then would also take off. Since my music would take off, I would then throw in the whole, hey, I got my T Money Talks podcast. That's another way to get another behind the scenes look of who your favorite band is, type of deal, and then that grows, that brings in more revenue into the flow. So I got then my music, my podcast, and then I know I could get, I don't know if I would do ads through TikTok or like sponsorships. Probably I don't want to say I wouldn't do it, because I definitely would, depending on what it is, but then that's another way to get money. And then of course I would really invest into sync licensing at that point, and then that would be more money. And then the idea is just to get to a point to where with my music I can just provide for myself, and it's going to be a great time, and I'm going to get there. And that's pretty much why I get stressed out all the time for no reason whatsoever. It's just I'll remember that I'm working towards that goal, that I'm doing everything I need to get to where I want to be. But every now and again, for no reason at all, I will get reminded that I am nowhere near where I want to be. And it's just kind of upsetting, because it's like I don't need to be reminded of that when I'm already working towards that. And so it just upsets me. Hopefully, since I'm talking about it now, and I am going to do things this year to I don't want to say speed up the process, but definitely help lead me closer to my goals, I know that will take off more of this nonsense stress that just keeps reoccurring, because I know what it is I have to do to get to where I want to be. Now it is just all about me doing exactly what it is. It's now I have to stop talking about what I have to do, what I want to do, what I'm going to do, and I have to start doing everything I've been talking about. And that's going to be the hardest part. I know, because for, I want to say a week, I was doing really good at posting twice a week. I was doing my regularly scheduled content. I was posting my regular TikToks at 2 o'clock like I normally do around that time. I was posting the high quality content TikToks, and then towards the later on in the nighttime, I would talk about how my day was, and then asking people about how their day was. And also another thing I started doing with those TikToks as well was using my mutuals musics, their songs in my TikToks as well, just to help get them exposure, get me exposure, and just to help everyone all around, because after all, that is what my plan is. My goal is with my TikTok is to build a community where we could all just help each other grow in the music industry and get to where we want to be. And so I know if I can do posting 2 times a day, that will help, because then more musicians will be inclined to follow me. And then that would give me more connections and help me better my music, better my career, and just grow more all around. And that's the plan. And I feel like I've said the main stress. That's been the main stress for T Money, my Now or Never's music career. It always comes up once every few months, as we all know. Every season I at least talk about this. I've talked about this at least one time in every season I had, and I didn't think it was gonna happen. Well, it probably has happened, I just haven't remembered the season. But if not, dang it, we were 5 episodes away from me not talking about being stressed about my music career. Because I have been doing pretty good lately of being on top of my TikToks, being on top of what I want to on. Oh yeah, because for this year I've been more on top of like I said, my TikToks. I've been preparing YouTube videos. I'm trying to get ahead on YouTube videos, so I'm trying to have more videos just in my back pocket. So in case I have days where I just don't have the time to film a YouTube video, I'm on vacation, or just something happens and I'm like, I just don't have anything to upload. I want to have TikToks. I want to have YouTube videos just already ready. The only thing I have to do is edit them and just upload them, and they'll be ready to go. And I've also decided, even if I don't get that, even if I do end up at some point not staying on top of that, which I don't plan at all to do. I hope to stay on top of everything the way I have been recently. I've been doing really good at it. So we're going to see if we could keep doing this for the rest of the year, because if I can maintain this pace, everything will be looking great. But anyways, yeah, if I don't end up having a YouTube video or an idea for a cover song to cover, I will also now start uploading TikToks onto YouTube, because YouTube Shorts, I know that will also help gain subscribers, get more views, and just all that stuff. So I also want to, not only do I want to add a little bit more onto my workload of things to further my career, I also want to make sure I'm not stressing myself as much, that I'm still thinking about my health and my mental health and just everything all around, just making sure I have time for myself, for friends, family, all of that stuff. I just want to make sure I have time to have a life. I want to make sure I have time to live a life, but also have a career and get my career to where I want it to be, and so it's kind of hard juggling it all right now, but I know I will be able to figure it out. And once I get to where I want to be, once I get to where I know I'm going to be, I will have time for everyone. I won't have to stress out as much. I mean, yes, I'll be working just as hard, but I will have more time, and I will feel less like I have to constantly be working. I will feel like I will be more okay taking time to rest, to be okay that I don't have everything done, and I think that's also a really big goal of mine, is to just also really de-stress and take on more, while also not adding more stress to an already stressful kind of, I don't know how to explain it, an already stressful for no reason type of feeling. I don't know what I'm saying there. I kind of lost it. But yeah, that's what's been stressing me. That's all I got to say about that. On brighter sides of things, because I don't want to give you just a very I don't want to give you a podcast like that. I'm not going to end this episode like that. No, sir. No, sir. We're going to talk about some good things. We're going to leave this podcast episode on a high note. On a good thing, on a higher note, on a more lighter side of things, you guys are going to get an inside scoop because I will not have posts about this on TikTok or anything except for Twitter. I have been working on a new song. Now, this song that I've been working on is a song I wrote a couple years ago, and when I wrote it, I fell in love with the chord progression. Like, I was like, this is just so catchy, this is so good. If I had the skills, I would be able to write a hit song. So at the time I wrote the song, I liked the lyrics, but I always knew they could have been better. And also when I did try to record a demo of the song, I didn't really like the way it came out. And that was when I decided that I couldn't release this song because it wasn't, what's the word? I wasn't ready for the song is the only thing I'd say. Is I didn't have the skills or the time to really write and produce this song the way it needed to be. And now I am at a point in my life and in my career where I have the time, I have the skills, and I have the connections to make this song everything it needed. I wanted it to be, and it needs to be. And I'm so very excited because this song is so good. It was going to be on an EP I want to release, but the reason why it never made it on was because I couldn't record the song. I couldn't record the song to its fullest potential. But now that I'm writing it, I've basically rewritten the song. I've changed the chorus. I've changed up the verses, and it's gonna be a hit. It has the potential to be a hit. It's a really good song. The only thing is, well, actually, I don't even know what the only thing is because there's only good things about it. It's a great song. If I finish it in time, well, I still have to figure out how I'm going to release this EP, whether it's going to be a waterfall effect or if I'm just going to release it all at once. Who knows? I do not know yet, that's for sure. But if I do get this song finished, I want to say before March, I could add this to my EP, or I could just release it as a single before the EP or in 2024. I do not know yet. Those are things I now have to think about because that's another, well, no, I haven't been stressing about that because I kind of just have to decide how I want to release my EP that I'm going to release in this year. I'm thinking of doing the waterfall method where I release one song and then as I release the next song, the last song is added on to it so it just keeps growing until all the tracks are released. I don't know if I want to do that. I kind of want to do that because one of the songs for the EP are not done yet. And so if I do the waterfall method, then it gives me more time to finish mixing and mastering that song as well as the song I'm currently writing. I thought it was finished because Jer and I had worked on it a little bit more together, but listening to it again this morning, I was just like, I feel like some words still need to be tweaked here and there, so I'm gonna tweak some words a little bit more words before I hit up my friend Gavin to really work with me to produce this track to its fullest potential, because I know with him in the mix, he will be able to help guide me to make the song the best thing that it can be and to make it everything that I imagined it to be, because he did that with Life Goes On, and with that one I had already a great demo for him to work with. So with this one, I can't imagine what it would be like to work with him from basically the start of it all. Yeah, I'm writing the lyrics and the main guitar part, but with his help, we could build something great of this song. So I'm really excited. I'm very, very excited about this song. I cannot wait for it to be finished and start working and recording on that song. It's gonna be something great, and yeah, I can't wait. That's the exciting thing that I have to talk about. I'm also going to release an EP for Now or Never this year, but like I said, I don't know how I'm going to release it. I also don't know when I'm going to release it because I don't think, as much as I would like to add the new song I'm working on to the EP, I kind of like the idea that it's a 5-song EP because, spoiler alert, it's a 5-song EP. And I like that because the first EP I released, I believe, was a 4-song EP. And then the second EP I released was a 3-song EP. Now for the for the third, for the third EP that Now or Never releases, I kind of like that it's 5 songs because then I got a 3-song EP, a 4-song EP, and then a 5-song EP. And then I would release one final EP, a 6-song length EP for Now or Never, probably in the year 2024. Probably done by the waterfall method as well, depending on where I'm at in my career. No, I'd probably do it anyways, depending on how well it does for this year's EP. But yeah, sorry, then I would release a 6-song EP in 2024, leading up to a full-length Now or Never album, a 10-song album from Now or Never. That is the goal. By 2025, hopefully Now or Never will release their very first album. However, though, I say that by 2025 that'll happen, but of course, I also want to play more shows for Now or Never this year as well, and I know with the release of an EP, it would be easier to play more shows. I don't want to say do a tour, but doing a tour would be really cool. However, that would happen only if I had a band, because then I would have more people to put on a show with, and so that would be really fun. But yeah, that's the goals. Even though I say 2025 a full Now or Never album, that all may change. Same thing with the EP in 2024. For sure an EP this year, but who knows? I may use the year of 2024 to kind of promote more of the last EP and release just a few singles that year and then release the following EP in 2025 and then do the same thing, release a few singles, release the full album in 2026. I don't fully know yet. I'm willing to work with the flow and where and how and where and when I hit all of my goals, because my goals at this point kind of determine what I do with my career and my next steps and all of that stuff, you know? So it all just depends on where I'm at in my music career, how many fans I have, and whether or not it's worth it to do another EP, a full album, you know, all that stuff. I just know I want to play more shows. I want to have a full band for Now or Never, and I want to post twice a day on TikTok for Now or Never. And I know I know for sure once I post twice a day on TikTok, that'll help a lot of stress. And then once I find bandmates, that'll probably significantly improve the stress as well, because then if I have bandmates, then I would have more of an incentive to book shows and play places more, and that would be a lot of fun. So we shall see as the time goes on, as this year ends. Eventually Now or Never will be a full band. But yeah, I guess I want to say I am done with this podcast episode, because if I keep going, I'm honestly just gonna basically repeat myself, and we all know I don't like that, and that can be pretty boring for you, I feel like, and I do apologize whenever I do repeat myself. So that's all for this week's episode, folks. I do hope you enjoyed. I hope you had a great grand of a time. I hope you're having a great morning, day, evening, or night time, whatever time of day you're listening to T Money Talks. I hope you're enjoying it. I hope you enjoyed this episode. You had a good laugh here or there. I hope you were able to also let out some stress and let off some steam every once in a while. I don't know. I hope this helped you also relieve some stress, because I also feel so much better. I was not, but now I am feeling great. Anyways, until next week, guys, this is T Money saying live your life, because you are the only one who gets it. All right, bye.